Hi everyone, your Power Al here with another vlog. So about a week ago, I watched through the last episode of Naruto Shippuden, and then I have made my way through the movies, and today I finished the last Shippuden movie, which is the Boruto movie, I guess. But yeah, I finished Naruto Shippuden. I started this series last year on January 1st, 2024, and it's taken over 500 days. There's 500 episodes in Shippuden and then 8 movies, so 508 days. And that means, at least with Naruto, I am done. I think there's some OVAs and things that I haven't watched, but I'm fine with that. A few years ago, I watched through the original Naruto plus the movies. Then, when I finished that, I took a little bit of a break before starting Shippuden because Shippuden is much longer. And yeah, now that I'm done with that, I guess I give some thoughts. So, going into Naruto, I went in knowing a good portion of what happened. I watched through a lot of the original Naruto when I was younger. And then when Shippuden came out, I watched up until before the first filler arc started, or right when the first filler arc started. And then that's when I kind of just fell off. But I was still being informed on what happened in the manga thanks to a friend of mine on a forum that I used to be a frequent visitor at. But yeah, I knew a lot of the major events going into Shippuden, and I mean, I already knew like what happened in Naruto, but I never really saw all of it. So being able to say that I saw all of Naruto plus Shippuden is kind of neat. It's over 700 episodes that I've watched, and um, me doing this is actually kind of what pushed me to start watching One Piece because, I mean, being able to make it through 500 episodes of Shippuden, I told myself like if I could do that, then I could easily make it through One Piece. But that we're not talking about One Piece. But I really enjoyed the story of Naruto. I mean, the filler, it's hit or miss. I think the filler that really uh, was a test of my patience was right after the pain arc in Shippuden, because there's a whole bunch of filler. I even talked a little bit about this in the previous vlog, but like I was just, it felt like a slog going through that particular bit of filler. But a lot of the other filler that I experienced in both of the series, I didn't even think it was like super bad. I mean, it's not really necessary for the overall plot, but it was nice that the filler got to expand on some characters and give them some time to shine. Especially characters like Ten is a good example. She doesn't really contribute much to the plot after, I think, the first arc of Shippuden, and she's easily one of my favorite characters. But yeah, out of all of the arcs in Naruto plus Shippuden, the um, the arc where Sasuke runs away from the village in Naruto, I think, is probably one of the best. Same with the pain arc in Shippuden, easily one of the best arcs of the story. Towards the end, I felt like it was dragging on a little bit, but maybe I was just getting antsy with getting like with finishing the series. But like the war spanned a good portion of Shippuden, so that might be contributing. It's basically like the series equivalent to the Tournament of Power, where that takes a long time in Dragon Ball Super. And then the last bit of Shippuden, the last few episodes or so, it's like a last like hurrah for the series. Um, I don't know if it counts as filler or not, but like, or I think I remember seeing that some of these are adaptations of stories that were written. That might be right, but yeah, the last few episodes of Shippuden were like a nice send off for the series that I really enjoyed, and then the movie before the Boruto movie I really liked. Same with the movie before that, Road to Ninja. It was a nice time being able to go through the series, and I'm trying my best not to spoil things. Um, ooh, I really liked the lead up to the Five Kage Summit in Shippuden. That was neat because it like comes right after the Pain arc, and um, Sasuke is a major focus of that, and how Naruto is trying to like, convince the others to not worry about Sasuke. But yeah. Same with the Sasuke and Itachi fight in Shippuden. I really like that as well. A lot of really good moments in the series, and I'm glad that I was able to watch through the entirety of it. So yeah, 700 something episodes. That's a lot. I mean, there was the break I took between Naruto and Shippuden, so they weren't. It wasn't like a continuous 700 episodes. But yeah. Anyways, that's gonna be it. Just wanted to briefly talk about Naruto and how much I enjoyed watching through it. It was nice, kind of making me feel like I was in middle school again, because that's when Naruto first came out in the U.S. Right? I think I was in 6th grade, and I was really enamored with the series. It was a fun time, enjoying Naruto back then, and just watching through the original series a few years ago reminded me of that. And then when I started getting to Shippuden, I was really really excited to finally watch through everything. Anyways, I'm gonna end off here. So thank you all so much for watching, and talk about Naruto if you want. Keep spoilers to a minimum. Eventually, I am going to be going through Boruto. Not yet. I'm gonna take a little bit of a break because it's a lot of Naruto that I have seen. So it'll be nice to focus on watching some other things like One Piece and Dragon Ball Z. A lot of long stuff. But yeah, I have some other things that I plan on watching as well that I'd be interested in talking about. But that's going to be it for this vlog. See you all next time for another one. Later.